timer going too. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning or afternoon, depending where you are in the country. Just got my timer going. Welcome to Breathe Right with BC Lung. I'm excited to be here with you. My name is Jill. Quick little safety spiel is make sure you have a nice clear space around you to exercise in. Nothing to step on or trip over. Want to make sure we have a nice sturdy chair, nothing with wheels. Sturdy footwear or bare feet to limit our slips. Want to be have good grip. And then everybody is responsible for their own intensity. Your goal is to make today's class challenging and doable. And I'm going to work together with you to try to give some tips and tricks, but you have to make choices that are good for your body as you go along and ask questions as things don't quite feel right. Okay? For today's equipment, I would encourage you to have 2 weights. You need soup cans, water bottles, whatever you have available to you. And then it will be helpful to have a stretchy band today as well. Okay. With those 2 things, actually, I'm going to be in this space, so I'm going to move my weights over to a safer area. All right, let's get into some of our breathing exercises. We're going to start with just some slower, deeper belly breathing. So you can place hand on chest, hand on belly if you'd like. We're breathing downwards and outwards on the inhale. And then we're breathing out through pursed lips. So breathe in a little more deeply. And out through pursed lips. Good. Again, breathing in to your own capacity. And breathing out when you're ready. So the goal is just to get into this slower, deeper breathing. Start to deepen the exhale and lengthen. Deepen the inhale and lengthen the exhale. Good. And one more. Excellent. From there, we're going to do a couple of our shoulder roll breaths. So we're going to inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale to roll the shoulders back down to relax. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale to roll it back. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll back. One more. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, roll back. Brilliant. All right, now from here, our W breathing, palms up to sky, elbows tucked into our sides. We're going to pull the hands apart as we inhale. Bring hands back in as we exhale. Inhale, pull the hands apart. Exhale to bring the hands back in. Inhale, hands apart. Exhale, hands back in. Inhale, hands apart. Exhale, hands back in. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. You can roll up the wrists from there. A couple of times in one direction and then change the roll to the other direction. Final breathing pattern before we start our warm-up is our cat-cow. So hands on knees. Inhale to Pull the elbows back, lifting that chest up into a gentle arch. And then exhale to slide the hands down, gently rounding through the upper back. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. One more. Inhale to gentle arch. And exhale to a gentle rounding of the shoulder blades. All right, relax there. Great job, team. From here, we're going to just start rolling one shoulder back at a time. If you're comfortable with that, you can put thumbs to elbows or thumbs to shoulders and circle the elbows. We're getting into that slower, deeper breathing pattern, so we're focused on our steady breathing as we start to move more and more. All right, we're going to change the direction of those circles. You can start adding a gentle rotation through the upper back as long as lower back and hips stay still. And 3, 2, 1, relax there. You're welcome to choose to sit or stand. If you're seated, we're going to do a couple circles through the hips, or think about circling the torso. If you would like to stand and hula hoop, you can. Good, so we're choosing to stand. We have our feet apart. And we're sticking the hips out, rotating around, and then back out in front. And whether you're seated or standing, we're going to change the direction now. So changing that direction. Three, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we're going to just start stepping in place. Again, whether you're seated or standing, we're just starting to move those feet a little bit more. So as we start to move those feet, we're still thinking about our breathing pattern, whatever that looks like to you. Maybe it's a 2 or 3 second inhale and a 2 or 3 second exhale. So maybe we're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Whatever pattern looks best for you. As we start to move those feet, you can choose to take the hands and we're going to reach across our body, thinking about touching the hip, or you can just hold up high, reaching down or just across. So hip to hip, or just across, across. Whatever works best for your body. So we're starting to move the feet. We're starting to add some arm movements. Good. 3, 2, 1. Arms are free. We can keep stepping in place. And I'm just going to bring my hands to shoulders, out, shoulders, down, shoulders, out, shoulders, down. You might choose to keep your feet still or to keep your feet moving. We can be standing or seated, whatever works best for you. Shoulders out, shoulders down, shoulders out, shoulders down. There we go. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Awesome. All right, you can choose to keep your feet moving if you'd like. Otherwise, we've got hands out in front of us. Now just encourage us to pull fingers up to ceiling, hold them there, and then we're gonna pull the elbows back, gentle stretch through the chest, and then push. And you can think about really gently rounding the shoulder blades or just pushing the arms a little bit further away from you and then pull them back in. So we're just pushing and pulling. Push and pull. Can be helpful to exhale on the push here, inhale on a pull. Whatever works best for you. If you'd like to keep your feet moving, you're more than welcome to. 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to move hands up. So think kind of thumbs to shoulders. Now, my sore shoulder people, you're going to just go down and up, bending through the elbow. If you have no shoulder aches or pains, or your neck, what you can try to do if it's comfortable for your body is gently slide the hands up and then pull them back down. So what we're doing is we're trying to pull our shoulder blades back together just a little bit and push the hands up and then bring them down. Whether we're seated or standing is up to you. And imagine we're sliding our hands up a wall behind us. Good. Maybe both hands feels like too much tension on the neck and you would like to do one at a time. And maybe we keep the hands in a more comfortable range of motion for the shoulders. Good. And 3, 2, 1, and shake it out. Awesome. Okay, team. We're going to start tapping one heel out in front of us. One heel out in front of us. So we go tap, 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 tap. Okay? If you'd like to move one arm at a time, or you can push both, or you can focus on just the feet, we're tapping a heel in front of our bodies. Good. We're getting into that breathing pattern as we start to move a little bit more. Excellent. Good, steady breathing, team. And we're going to be like this for 10 more seconds. Good. 3, 2, 1, rest. You might choose to keep up some gentle movement, or you might choose to get to your recovery position, either from thighs, from the chair, standing or seated, whatever feels best for you. We're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And when you are ready to continue moving, we're just going side to side. Just stepping side to side. Good. Remember, if we're choosing to stand, I just ask that you have balance support within touching distance. Good. See, one of you has got your cat for a bit of weight. That's great stuff. Wonderful. 3, 2, 1, and then you can choose to continue some movement, or you can go into your recovery position, breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. When you're ready, we're going to touch our foot in front and touch our foot behind. In front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind, in front, behind. There we go. Your leg, if you're standing, your one leg might get a little tired from standing on it. That's okay. You can choose to change legs. But we've also only got a couple more seconds left here. In front, behind, in front, behind. Couple more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest for a moment. Give the chance to shake out the hips. We are going to do the other leg in 3, 2, 1. And we tap in front, tap behind, tap, toes, heel, toe, heel, toe. There we go. You can choose to move the arms a little bit more.
Jill, whenever Thomas hears your voice, he comes to help.
Oh, that's so nice. I'm a positive reinforcement.
15-pound weight.
Oh, there you go. That's awesome. Nice to have a helper around for exercise. Last couple seconds, team. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good. We can go into our recovery position. Breathing in. 2, 3. Out. 2, 3. You can maintain that breathing pattern for as long as you need. Our next movement, we're standing inside of an invisible box. We're stepping out of the box and then back in. Out, out, in, out, out, in. Let's go. Feet apart, feet together, feet apart, feet together.
On that last exercise, Jill, is it normal to have the stationary leg burning on the bottom part?
Yeah, it was burning a little bit. It was kind of a balance exercise. So a lot of you may have been feeling it in your lower leg and that calf and some other muscles.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good. Keep up your breathing, team. Do what you can. Out, out, in. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. You can catch your breath. We've got 2 more. In case you were wondering, when does this end? Get into that recovery position. Get into your breathing. Good. We're going to work on a crossover step next. So crossing over, step, step. Cross over, step, step. I'd encourage you to be behind your chair if you're choosing to stand. Because this one can be a bit tricky. It's a lot of coordination. Cross over, step, step. Cross over, step, step. Cross over, step, step. Cross over, step, step. Good. You can do that seated too, or you can just cross and uncross. Cross and uncross. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So you can catch your breath here. And then we have 1 more movement to practice. Oh boy, oh boy. Good work, everybody. All right, our last one is we're just going to pump our arms. Pumping the arms. If you'd like to add some marching, you can. The big goal is just pumping the arms. 3, 2, 1, go. This is our last one. So think about really pumping those arms. The key focus is those arms. If you'd like to add in the feet marching, you can. Seated or standing for you. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. You can get into that recovery position. Think about starting to breathe in a little more deeply and lengthen the exhale. Now, I don't know if anybody noticed, but I kind of just snuck our cardio right in there without a warning.
Yeah, we didn't notice.
You did? Oh, okay. So the good news is you got your cardio out of the way, and then we'll move on to our strength. And today, the goal with our strength movements is to do 4 movements for 10 repetitions and then repeat. Okay, so 2 sets of 10 repetitions according to our breathing. Make sure you grab a sip of water. So we're going to start with our sit to stands. I know. Fun stuff, team. Fun stuff. So remember, you can stay seated for your sit to stand and just focus on pushing your feet into the ground and then relaxing. You can stand all the way up and all the way down. You can also choose to add weight. So whether you want to hold 1 or 2 weights. Again, our goal is to do 10. Are you ready? We're starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. We're pushing through the feet as we exhale. Breathing in, 2, 3, down. Push through the feet, squeezing those glutes. Down, 2, 3. Push through the feet. And then down, 2, 3. Good. And push through the feet. Exhale. And down, 2, 3. Push through the feet. Exhale. Down, 2, 3. Nice work. Push through the feet. Down, 2, 3. 2 more. Push through the feet. And down, 2, 3. And then last one. Push through the feet. Squeeze the glutes. Down, 2, 3. And rest. Good work, team. So this is where we get into that breathing pattern. We're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. If that pattern doesn't work for you, that's okay. It's all about just starting to deepen the inhale and lengthen the exhale. Here we go. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. If you need a little bit longer, please feel free to take that time. Otherwise, if you have, so I got my chair stuck on my stretchy band. We're going to need that stretchy band next. Okay. I'm going to go a little more tilted for this. You can see a bit of a side and front. Okay, we're going to have our feet out in front of us. I want my heels on the ground. I want my toes pointed up. I'm going to take the band. I'm going to put it underneath my feet. And then from here, we're going to do our row with a band. If you'd like to wrap the band around your palm to help you not have to grip it so tightly, that works. We're chest up. You can lean forward a little bit, and then we're holding our elbows back. And then with control, bringing hands back towards feet. Pull and relax. We exhale to pull. Inhale to relax. Exhale to pull. Inhale to relax. Good. Remember when we come back down to that starting position, We want there to be a little bit of tension on the band, not a bunch of slack. Okay? So challenging and doable. Breathe out as we pull. Breathe in as we lower down. Breathe out to pull. Breathe in to lower down. Two more. 2. And 1. Good. And then relax. So we're going to slowly relax the band there. Bring our feet back. And hold there. Okay. From here, we're going to do our banded chest press. You can also choose to do a wall push-up. With the band, we're going to put the band around our backs. And then you can choose to have the band just come over top of the arm. I personally do not like that. I just don't like how it feels on my arm. So I put it underneath the armpits. There's no wrong way. You actually get a little more tension if it's around the arm. I just don't like it. Okay, we're getting ready. We're breathing in. We're going to exhale to push through our hands. Okay, inhale to bring the hands back towards the chest. Exhale to push through the hands. Inhale to come back. Exhale to push. So again, you can choose to do a wall push-up instead. Good. Exhale to push. Inhale to bring those hands back. Exhale to push. Inhale, bring them back. Good. It's a bit of a 3-second count, right? Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. One more. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. And relax. Great job, everybody. You can put the resistance band to the side. Remember we said 4 exercises and then a repeat. So we've done 3. We're going to pick up 1 weight for our 4th exercise. Good. And for this 4th exercise, we're going to do what's called a wood chopper. And this is for the core. And what's really key is we stay really strong through our core. Like someone's about to slap our bellies, we got to tense up. So if we're seated, we're going to go from the hip up to the opposite shoulder and then back down. Stay within a range that feels okay for your shoulder. And if you need it to feel more challenging, I would encourage you to first just tighten up through the belly. You can also choose to do this standing, bending the knees a little bit to make it a little more challenging. And we just, again, go from hip to shoulder. Hip to shoulder. Now, the tricky part is the weight is moving, our body does not. So even if I turn the side, you can see I'm not moving through the body. I just go from hip to shoulder, and I'm staying really strong through the core to make sure everything stays nice and still. So 3, 2, 1, and we're changing sides. Shoulder down to hip. Good. Good work, everybody. Maintain that breathing. You're in control. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, this is where you can grab a sip of water. We are going to count out 3 breaths together before we look at repeating. If anyone has any questions on any of those 4, Now is a good time to ask. All right, I'm gonna count out 3 breaths together. Actually, really quick. How are we doing? Thumbs up as I'm doing great. Breathing's okay, sideways. Either shorter breath, I'm getting fatigued. All right, it's looking good. All right, let's count out 3 breaths. We're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and relax. Good. If you need a bit longer, feel free to take it. But we are going to repeat those 4 strength exercises, starting with the sit to stands. You're welcome to add weight. You're welcome to stay seated. Do what's best for your body. And we're pushing through the feet. 2, 3 on that exhale, back down. 2, 3 on the inhale, push. 2, 3 as we exhale, down. 2, 3 as we inhale, push. 2, 3, down. 2, 3, push. 2, 3, down. 2, 3. You're halfway, push. 2, 3. And we're trying to avoid that flopping. 2, 3. That's the hardest part. There we go. Push. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. Push. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. 2 more. Push. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. 1 more. Push. 2, 3. Down. 2, 3. And rest. Good. Well done, team. Excellent, excellent. Remember, every time we stop and exercise, you want to get into that breathing pattern. We maintain steady breathing throughout, but it can still be hard to get into that deeper inhale, lengthen exhale. We're getting set up for our second exercise, which was using the stretchy band. We've got our feet out in front of us. Heels on the ground. You can see that I am not touching the back of the chair. Tricky. My toes are up. And we're going to pull. Ready? Pull as we exhale. Inhale to reset. Exhale to pull. 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 Inhale to reset. Good. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rest. Now I know that's a pretty slow pattern. That slow pattern better helps us maintain steady breathing. So if you find doing it that slow and controlled, if it feels a bit too easy, that probably tells you you need to increase the resistance a little bit. Just as a heads up. All right. Oh yeah, band around the back. We're getting ready for our chest press. Again, you are welcome to stand at the wall and do a wall push-up. We're going to do 10 presses here. Now make sure at this starting position, there's a little bit of tension on the band. If there's not a little bit of tension, you need to make it a bit shorter. Okay. Breathe in first. Breathe out to push. You're also welcome to do this standing, as long as you keep your feet planted. And push. Good. Whatever feels best for you and your body. Exhale to push. Inhale to bring it back with control. Exhale to push. Inhale to bring it back with control. Exhale to push. Inhale back. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, and relax there. Well done, team. That was exercise number 3. Number 4 is that wood chopper. Okay, so again, if you need that bit of a breather in between exercises, you know your recovery position. We've been working at that slower, steady breathing. Okay, and this next one is tricky because you really got to tighten your core, whether you're seated or standing. Hold the weight with both hands. If you feel it in your shoulder, gotta make your core do more work. Ready? Shoulder down to hip, nothing else moves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. We're going to switch sides and paddle, chop the wood. 1, 2. Keep that core tight, team. We're tensing up our bellies and we're maintaining the breathing. Good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and rest. Good. All right. You can feel free to get into a recovery position.
Could those Allens mute themselves, please? Or whoever's not on mute? Because we're hearing your TV. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, just reminders to put ourselves on mute unless we have a question. That would be awesome. Good, good. All right, team, we've got 2 more exercises to go through. You didn't think we were done there, did you? You're too smart for that. So, we're going to do some bicep curls using our weights. So feel free to grab the weights. You can hold, if you have just one weight, you can do just one arm at a time. You can hold one weight with 2 hands to kind of split the weight between the 2 hands, reduce the intensity, or you can have one in each. And what I'm looking for is our starting position. Our hand is down by our side, palm is facing our thigh, and then we're going to rotate so the palm faces forward and then pull it up towards our shoulder. Then it's nice and controlled down. Now remember with our weight movements, pretending that the weight is super heavy can actually help you get your muscles all fired up and build more strength. So pretend we're bicep curling 100 pounds. Ready? Rotate to lift, lower, down. Rotate to lift, lower, down. Rotate to lift, lower, down. Good. rotate, exhale as we lift, lower down to reset. Remember to exhale on effort is helpful. Inhale, back down. Good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Excellent. Good work, team. Fantastic. Now we can put the weights to the side. We're going to grab our stretchy band. And we're going to work on the triceps. So the triceps is the back of the arm. We're going to take our stretchy band. I'm going to fold mine because it's so long and to increase the challenge. You're welcome to keep it unfolded. We're going to put the band over top of the shoulder, like a dish tray when we're doing dishes. Okay. Now, whatever side it's on, that's the side that's going to be holding on to pull down. My other arm is just going to reach across to help me hold it in place. You can either hold it in a loop if you've created it or grip it. Okay, so I'm holding across to keep it in place, and I'm looking to pull this straight down and slowly come up. Good. We're doing 10, 9, 8. Exhale as we pull down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're taking the band, we're changing shoulders. And again, we're going to reach across to hold it in place. Same hand is going to hold it. And then from here, we're going to pull straight down. So straighten that arm and slowly bring it back up. Exhale to pull. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale to pull. Inhale, back up. Good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Rest. Good. All right. Now we've worked really hard today. I think we can repeat those 2 exercises. Oh, yeah. You got this, team.
Yeah.
All right, you can shake out the arms. Remember, you can always do just body weight just to maintain a bit of movement. If your muscles are feeling a little fatigued for the weight. Okay. So when you're ready, we're going to have the hands down by our side. We're going to rotate hands forward to pull it up. And then with control, we're lowering it down. Curl to lift. Control on the way down. Curl to lift. That's where we would like to exhale. You can inhale as we reset. Good. 4, 5. Good work, team. 6. Doing awesome. 7, 8, 9, And final hurrah. 10. And relax those weights. Fantastic. So we can put the weights to the side. Got our band. Roll the shoulders back if you need to. Kind of shake out the hands. Excellent, excellent. One thing I'd like to quickly point out for anybody that gets really sore or tired hands, is if your body doesn't feel like grabbing the band and pulling, you can take your hand and gently push down against your leg. So your hand can be nice and relaxed, not grip anything. But we're pushing and holding, that's still gonna get that muscle fired up. Okay, you just want to push and hold and then relax. Push and hold and then relax. Okay, all right. Set up however is best for you. The arm across to hold it, and we're pulling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and we've got one last one on that exhale. And then we get to rest. We get to switch sides. So other arm, bands over the shoulder. Turn my feet slightly so you can see this side. We grab hold of the band. This is our final 10 repetitions for today's exercise. Exhale to pull. Inhale to bring it back. 9. Gonna count down together. 8. 7. Good work, team. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Relax. Put the band away. Well done, everybody. Awesome, awesome. Take your hand, put it across your body. Give yourself a pat on the back. You're almost finished. Actually, you just finished week 2. Week 2 of exercises. That's fantastic. So let's get into a couple stretches. I do want to show one standing stretch. And the seated variation is just to have your foot in front of you and gently pull your toes towards your body. So we're looking to feel a little bit more of a stretch in that bottom part of our leg, in your calf muscle. If you are comfortable standing, and if you choose to stand, we're just going to be standing either behind the chair or at a counter, and we're going to step one foot back. And then from here, I've got my full foot flat on the ground. And I'm just going to gently lean forward. So again, I'm looking to feel that stretch down the back of my leg. I gave the seated variation. You decide what works best for your body. And as with all of our stretches, they should feel like you can relax into them. So if they feel too strong of a stretch or too intense, our body's not going to relax. Good, let's get into that slower, deeper breathing pattern as we go. You can start to deepen the inhale, lengthen the exhale. Great work, everybody. Awesome. 3, 2, 1. We're going to bring this foot back forward. Other foot steps back. The foot is flat. We're going to gently stretch through that calf. So fantastic work today, everybody. Can everyone start to feel the slight progress? We're kind of slowly increasing things day by day. You guys did awesome. Really, really good. Remember, if you do have any questions, stretch time is the perfect time to ask.
Why would one leg be tighter than the other?
Lots of reasons. Just, do you have pain on one knee or one hip?
Not on the hip or the knee, on the back of the leg.
Yeah, have you hurt that ankle before?
Not recently, no.
Well, not recently, but in the past.
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
Fair enough. It can be normal just for a muscle on one side of the body to be tighter than the other. And then there can be a couple different reasons, but just like one side tends to be stronger, certain parts tend to be a little bit tighter as well. We're going to spread our arm across our body. And you can come underneath and fold. And we can get into that slower, steady breathing, team. Our exercises today, everybody.
Excellent.
Oh, good. And change arms.
Quick question. I
Increase-
usually try to do the exercise standing up, but as I started walking, stepping, my right hip complains for a while because it hasn't warmed up properly. Are there exercises that I can do before? Well, for me, it's before 4 o'clock. For you, it's a different time, but before this program, to warm up my hip so that it's not as tight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's Diane.
Yeah.
You can kind of push your knees together and then apart.
Okay.
And then I would practice doing some glute squeezes, whether seated or standing. So tightening your bum and then relaxing. And then I would also kind of push down through one foot to lift the other up. So like some slow marching where we're kind of just trying to get those hip muscles awake. Yeah, we can pull up an elbow. So raise the elbow up.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Let me know if that helps. You guys are full of questions today. This is awesome. Good. And change. Any questions about the exercises that we did today?
On any of the exercises, I find tightening your gut muscle makes a difference to your effort.
Absolutely. Change. Straighten your leg out in front of you. Reach towards your toes. Yep, tightening up that core really does help you do the different exercises.
It's hard to remember to do it sometimes, though.
I know, that's why I try to remind you. Sometimes.
Joe, what's your opinion of acupuncture on a muscle that's so tight?
Some people respond really, really well to acupuncture. To my understanding, it's tends to be more often with muscle that are tighter due to like tighter or aggravated nerves. It's my understanding that that kind of responds better to acupuncture. So it's not for everybody, but boy, it can definitely be helpful.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. But in change legs. I think the key thing with it is if you're able to relax with it. And that is not connected to any scientific data that I know of. But it's kind of with anything, if you feel like you can relax into it, it's probably going to be more helpful. For example, if someone really doesn't like any sort of needle and they're kind of a bit tensed up and nervous the whole time, I think it's going to have a less positive effect. But that kind of nervousness and tension creates muscle tension.
Jill, I had dry needling done in my back one time, and but they'd stick the needle into the nerve and then you jump. I mean, he said, if you don't jump, I'm not doing my job. And I'll tell you what a difference it made in my back.
Yeah.
Just dry needling into them, yeah.
Yeah. And dry needling is a bit different than acupuncture.
Yeah.
Change, we can pull the leg up onto the shin and then you can lean forward gently. You can also pull this up as high as is comfortable for you. Acupuncture more often tends to be where the needle sits, without much movement at all, and you kind of stay there for a little bit longer of a time. Whereas dry needling more often is trying to elicit a muscle twitch, so that the muscle can kind of go from being kind of hanging on a little too tight, and then it makes the muscle actually contract so that it relaxes. And that's usually where the practitioner will kind of move it around a little bit to find the right spot to make the muscle jump. Yeah, so slightly different techniques. But like I said, some people find it really helpful. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good. Any other questions, team? Yeah, we can change. We didn't do the other leg, right? No one will say it. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Hello, yes.
Oh, I broke my upper arm here, so I'm having a difficulty following. If you think I'm just laxing, it's just that I have to get it to, back. I go for physio every week, but this is going to help too.
Yeah, no, I certainly didn't think anything negative.
Yeah.
But it's really wonderful that you're listening to your body, kind of go along with what your physio guidelines are.
Yeah.
And kind of just do what you can, and it's really great to have you here.
Yes. Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, some stuff you'll be able to do, and it's great, and some stuff you'll have to adapt or just rest on, and that's okay too.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Okay, team, we can relax that leg. We're just gonna drop the leg back behind us, or you can turn sideways in your seat, whatever feels better for you. If you also prefer to do this stretch standing, by all means, please feel free to do that. And I know some of you like to raise the arm, so I invite you to do whatever feels best for you and your body. Good. So let's do 2 breaths here. We're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. We're going to relax that leg here. We're going to switch sides. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. Think about sitting up tall. You can gently lean back if that's comfortable for you. You can choose to raise the arm to deepen the stretch if that's comfortable for you. Or you can choose to keep your hand down. We're going to count out 2 breaths holding the stretch. We're breathing in, 2, 3, maybe 4, out, 2, 3, maybe 4, and that's we have that different range. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. We can relax there, bring the feet back in, And then I'm just gonna invite you all to take the deepest breath you have all day. You can keep your hands down, move them out to the side, or lift them up, whatever you're most comfortable with. Let's breathe in and out. In and out. And roll the shoulders back, shake it out. Great work, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today.